I guess what the first thing I want everyone to know is this is our first time doing this. This is our first time owning a cargo trailer and our first time building one out. I have a little bit of experience with tools and building things, but not doing an entire living space. So what we've decided to do is build this into our tiny home. We'll basically take it on the road, we'll live out of it, and we've built it to be fully self-contained. So we want it to have a shower, we want it to have a kitchen, we want it to have water holding tanks, electricity, not only on grid but also off grid as well. So let me show you what we got. 79 3/4 inches. That puts us right at 6 foot 7 3/4 inches. So just a hair over 6.5 feet. That's the width. So if you're planning out a build and you're planning for a solid 7 feet across, you're not going to have that space. And if you're wanting to put insulation into it, you know, and possibly bump those walls in a little bit due to added insulation, you might run into some problems with your build. So we're 79 3/4 inches across, measured to the bottom of the stud, not to the actual roof. To the bottom of the stud is 87 inches high. So it's 7 feet and 3 inches. And you're actually at right at about 7 feet 4.5 inches if you go all the way to the roof. That stud up there is 1.5 inches. At 5 feet in on the trailer, our bed's gonna be going in right here. Right here, our kitchen area is gonna come out 24 inches and it's going to extend 5.5 feet. Directly next to this area will come out to 36 inches and we'll have a shower pan right here. That's 36 by 36. From there, the range is going to be propane. Our water heater in the shower will also be an instant propane heater as well. So those will both run off propane. And then all of our water is going to go basically from here. We'll plumb it in. It'll go to the shower and it'll go to the sink. So we're going to have 2 points of termination for our water. And then also on the floor, we'll obviously have 2 termination points for the waste as well, which will simply come right out to a RV fitting. They call it a bayonet fitting. The other thing we're going to install is windows. We don't want it to be dark in here, so in between these studs, we're going to get an RV window in place in here, also on the other side as well. Next item is how we're going to power this unit. So how we want to power it is by 3 different methods. We always want to be able to have a power source wherever we're going to be at. So up top on the roof here, we're going to have 4 100-watt Renogy panels. They're going to run to a Renogy Rover lithium MPPT controller. So that's going to come in right here. We're going to have some shelving in this unit. We're going to have 2 on this side above the window. We're also going to have a string of cabinets that's going to run literally from the end of this bed all the way down to the door. So within those cabinets, we're going to have housed all of our solar equipment. That solar equipment's going to come in from the roof right into this cabinet here. It's going to give us our 120 volt power, our house power, if you will. And then from there, we're basically going to run down behind the wall, under the floor, and then right here under the bed, we're going to have a 30 amp plug on the exterior of this trailer, and that's for when we go to campsites or whenever we want to power up to grid power. We're going to be able to plug in just like you would a travel trailer or an RV. That's going to run to a 2-breaker box, like a sub panel. And from there, we're going to have 4 to 5 plugs. And once we've done that, these walls will come out. And then we'll run 1.5 inches of insulation inside the walls. Any gaps, we're going to spray foam them. We're going to tape everything off to create a vapor barrier. Then once we have it all insulated, we're going to put all the walls back up. This will get a nice fresh coat of paint. Once everything's painted, we'll just do the standard white. And we can also take this trim, paint this up some really pretty color. Something like a teal or maybe some sort of pastel color. We don't quite know yet. So once all of that's done, we're gonna look at the floor. We want to do something nice. We want it to feel like a home. Probably something like a vinyl, maybe like a locking floor system, or possibly even do something like a wood linoleum. We don't really know yet. That's an area that I'm letting Lauren make a lot of the decisions, so she can have what she likes. We want it to feel like home, not feel like we're in a cargo trailer. Did you think we were gonna go with carpet with 2 cats? Not a chance. From here, the first thing that we need to do is get this trailer cleaned out, get everything out of it. I'm gonna go ahead and mark every one of these panels in here because I want to put them up exactly as they came down. So I'll go through, I'll mark everything. I'll mark the trim, I'll mark the wood, and then once we're able to drop it, we'll get insulation in these walls first off, then we'll make all of our cutouts and everything for our power. We'll run all of our cords, wires, plumbing, anything we have to do behind the walls, we'll do it while the walls are out. So we'll insulate, we'll get all of our work boxes and all of our power set up. Once we get these set back in place, we're gonna do this roof. And once we get the roof insulated and we get the ceiling put in and we get everything painted and it looks the way that we want that to look, then we're gonna go ahead and move on to getting this bed mounted. I hope you stay tuned for what's to come. All right, thanks. Tell us what you're doing there.
I'm making it so air can't get out.
Nice. So we got some power running over here to the other side for where we're bringing our breaker in, 12 volt. Got wiring for our lights being ran down that way. Wiring for our air conditioner going up over there. Right now we're on solar right now. So guys, this is what I came up with. So it's kind of my take on a Murphy bed. So what I basically did, I just simply made a square box. And what I did was, let me go ahead and pull this up for you real quick and show you. And we'll take and paint this thing, make it look pretty. But really all I did, guys, right here you'll see I bought a 6-inch piece of threaded pipe that's 3/4 inch by 6 inch, and then I just got a floor flange, and what I did was I mounted this top and bottom into the studs. I don't even have 4 screws in there. I just got 2 self-tapping number 8 screws by 1 inch going into the stud, And then I just did the same thing on the other side. The hole that I had to cut in the wood was 1 inch, and it was tight, guys. So tight that I had to put a vice grip on the end of that and actually thread it into the wood, into the floor flange. And then from there, all I did was just build me a box. Like I put a couple reinforcements for stability there on the corner. And then I just used 2x2s. And then I used a couple 2x4s to build that out. Let me put it back down for you. And then it just floats freely. I've got I've just got 2 of these brackets. The top one is mounted into the stud, and then the bottom is just screwed into the wood. It's there for support in case anything happens. I'm gonna put a piece of Luan board here on top of it, just 5mm board, and screw that in. And this accommodates a queen size bed. And that frame for our trailer, your dimensions might be different. The exterior of this is 55 inches by 79 inches. So 79 inches wide, 55 inches for the width of the bed, or the length of the trailer, whichever. And then I figure I can just have a little tiny bit of overhang for the mattress. The mattress, I believe, is technically 60 inches. You get 2.5 inches of overhang on each end. Not very concerned about it. I can actually take these pieces I have right here and flip those around, or put a piece of 2x2 on the end if I really, need that additional couple inches. But there we go. So when somebody comes over, we can just put that up out of the way and be able to have room for guests. So that's going to do it tonight for episode 2 of the cargo trailer conversion build, which is this thing right here. Next week, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the electrical system of this rig, as well as the solar panel installation that's on the roof. And if you like these videos, if they're fun, if they're exciting, if you get anything from them, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date every week on the new content that we're going to be releasing. And share it on Facebook, get it out on social media. Let's get some new subscribers. We're currently trying to reach 1,000 right now, which doesn't seem like a lot. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. And also check the links that are in the description of this video. We got all kinds of cool stuff on there. Like this chair, it's on there. This cool lemon tree rug that Lauren picked out that goes on the floor, it's on there. Look at this thing. It does something on the sink. It helps keep your dishes dry. It's on there too. And if you purchase anything through those links, you actually help support what we're doing. You help support this build, you're supporting this new content that's coming out, and you're supporting future adventures that we're gonna be able to get to you. So, hey, thanks again. Thanks very much. We appreciate you watching, and we appreciate you enjoying what we're doing. Have a great night. We'll see you next week. Bye.